Hello, and welcome back to Europa. On part 18 of this series, I'm going to fix a few things in the IC10 scripts. A few problems I've noticed. I'm going to add some fuses. I'm going to add a storm counter. I'm going to set up some large station batteries. And I'm going to make this greenhouse just a tad bigger. When I say just a tad, I mean quite a bit bigger. That will actually be the majority of the video. It's a long one, even though I actually speed up quite a bit of the video as well. When the initial video length was over 2 hours, I was like, oh wow, I need to cut that down a little bit, I think. So I'm going to need lots of frames, lots of walls, lots of plastic sheets, lots of glass sheets, lots of steel sheets, yada yada. Ooh, I got a wobbly one here. I'll grab that. Got some damaged walls I gotta fix as well. I don't know how the heck they're taking damage though. That is just weird. Where's the damage coming from? One problem with the vendor controller is that I forgot to change this stack size constant. And I've got to update it to 72. There's lots of ingots to go through. I'm going to print out a couple of fuses to make sure that if the heavy cables blow, they blow in a predictable place so I can fix the problem more easily. A 100 kilowatt fuse there. One there. And there, my status is green, so I've got enough of every ingot ready to go. And the last fuse will go here. This one's probably completely unnecessary since that transformer will prevent anything from going over 50 kilowatts, but I might as well stick one there anyway, just to be, might be on the safe side. And this is where I'm planning to expand the greenhouse, so expand this way as well. A lot of this video will be sped up to 4 times speed if I'm doing something like fixing the land up or adding walls or adding glass and plastic sheets to walls and stuff like that. I'll speed it up to 4 times. Oh, day 73. I'll fill all these frames in as well. There we go. Also need lots of vents for that new room to pressurize it and set up the atmosphere. Some lights too for that room. Just gonna keep these printers pretty busy this entire episode because there's just so many things I'm gonna do to expand the base. Gonna need lots of insulated pipes. Might as well start printing out a bunch of those. Some more doors for those airlocks. I actually add 2 airlocks onto the greenhouse so you can go out 2 different directions. Jeez, look at those wind turbines go. I always try to remember what am I going to need next from the printers and then get the printers printing it ahead of time. Check on the corn. It's thriving away. Always need more cables. Not what I wanted. There we go. Work on this other airlock. Definitely don't want to take out those windows. Not ready for that yet. There we go, that area is sealed off anyway, but it's still got minus 149 degree Europa air inside of it, so to do something about that. And this time I'm actually just going to heat up the air that's already in there. And I'll end up with a higher oxygen concentration in that greenhouse, but that's okay. I'm going to print out this spray, the new spray thing, because I think it uses a lot less from each spray can per use. I'll deliver some Invar to this machine automatically. And boom. Gonna stick the white spray paint and then make some white cables eventually. There we go. And these pipes I want to be khaki colored. I'm not sure why these spray cans have an on-off setting. Don't think they use any power. So. Just because everything has on and off in this game. It's day 74 now. And I made some white cables just for sections of the roof because I think where the white cables are exposed over top of glass or whatever, it looks a little nicer than the red cables. Well, that's the only reason I'm making white cables. Ooh, and my flashing light is going off. That means a storm is on the way. Stick up a bunch of passive vents. I think as long as there's enough of them, it's fine. I don't think you have to cover every single cell in the room with a vent. I mean, it works fine if the majority of the cells are covered. It's still pretty fast. Not sure why I did that. It's kind of weird. Oh, I'm starting to think ahead about adding a storm counter. That's why I said that IC10 chip. I'm gonna just convert everything in that airlock over to IC10. So I got enough stuff going on in there. Once I get to the point where I have more than 4 or 5 of the discrete logic I/O chips, I just scrap all that and convert it into IC10. I think for logic I/Os, the limit should be 5 because they're 10 watts each, and then the IC10 chips are 50 watts each. So if you have more than 5 logic I/Os, you might as well be using an IC10 at that point. And there's the storm. So I'm going to get some of these large batteries out as well. And I'm going to move this one. One of the updates to the games is that these station batteries now get built in segments rather than just being built immediately. Which I think is fine. They're complicated things, so they should require a little bit more time to set up. I think it's always good to wait until there's a storm and you move batteries around, because they'll get recharged really quickly. You don't have to worry about the fact that when you deconstruct it, you lose all the power inside of it. But if you have a storm going, it's, oh well, get all the power back pretty quickly. Now I need red cables, so I will have to borrow a bit of red cable. Like so. Hook that up. Now I need to go back to green cable, so let's do that again. Probably could have done that the other way around and saved a bit of time. Oh well. Yeah, look how fast that battery's recharging already. And then these large ones, I only got one. I'd like to have 3, but we'll see. And here I did a bit of an edit. I had to stop playing for a while to, eat dinner and stuff like that, and when I reloaded the game, the storm is gone. That's some weird bug with the game. If you save in the middle of a storm, sometimes the storm is there when you reload and sometimes it isn't. And here's my script that I have for the weather station. And I also have a bit of code in there for the big beacon. What I do is I'll set up a proximity sensor, and as soon as I get far enough away from the base, the beacon will automatically turn on, but I don't have the big beacon, so don't worry about that. Oh yeah, that's the code. It's very simple. Put it in there and set it up. Oh yeah, I gotta go outside and get rid of all the other stuff. And this saves me a lot of spew from all this wiring and if I don't have those discrete logic IOs and whatnot. I'm not sure if I'm connected here, so let's put a connection in there. And those logic transmitter things remind me of the sound on the bridge of the original Star Trek series with Captain Kirk. You remember the sound that I think it's the view screen or something makes as they're traveling at warp. I'll set all these pins. Oh, and I'm gonna need a console to display the time until the next storm. And these batteries can't get stacked even though they're kits. Oops, not where I wanted it. Let's fix that.
Hydration critical.
Yeah, of course it is. It's the wrong tool. There we go. Now I have that console. There we go, that chip is set up. And should, when there is a storm, it tell me, or a storm inbound, it will tell me how long until the storm comes, and should also send the message out to the other airlocks to set off their flashing light. Seem to have lots of water. It's when I drink water or the plants or whatever, I don't seem to be using very much water, so I haven't had to go mining for ice in a while. And I'll wait till those produce their seeds. I also did a minor update to the printer master. Really, I think it's just has to do with the color of that LED and what is displayed in the hash display. So not really any functional change, just a cosmetic change, but there it is. And now the printer master hash display is blank there, so was one of the updates. And here come some big batteries. With the smaller size station batteries, I like to leave a space in between them because they, I'm going to need some iron sheets. But because they have the switches on the side, so you can't access their power switches if you put them right next to each other. With the large batteries, that's on the front of it, so you can cram them all in right next to each other if you want. And then I also need electronic parts for those batteries as well, so build a bunch of them. It's a bit of a trick getting the cabling in for these ones because I don't have much space. I'm also a little afraid of the solar panels. I think I've taken damage from them while they're moving. In the past, it was a long time ago, but I'm not sure if it's still a thing or not. There we go, we got at least 2 large batteries out. Get them charging. Now we're on day 75. And I am going to hook up all the gas pipes to these vents. I just gotta hook these two sides up as well, so that everything is all connected together. Also need one going down so I can hook up to that heating system down there. I always land off of the base when I'm trying to jump off the roof for some reason. Now I gotta figure out how I want to do lights in this room. Do I want these? Maybe. I'm just going to use these round lights. Just put a row down the middle, that should be fine. And I can't fit one there, but that's fine. Gonna need some more sensors for that room. A gas sensor, a occupancy sensor, and a daylight sensor. I'm gonna switch the grow lights over just to using a daylight sensor and just turning on at the same time as there's daylight. Seems to work even better than that complicated script I have, which is kind of funny. Oh, I forgot something. Some active and passive vents for those airlocks as well. Power controllers and all the other stuff that airlocks need. Batteries for the power controllers. I'll just steal some large batteries out of there. And while I'm waiting for stuff to print, might as well fuel up. And here's some seeds. Get some of these airlocks going here. At least set them up as manual airlocks before I start trying to heat up this room. Otherwise I'll have no way of getting in and out of it. And the heating up process takes a long time. I don't want to have to wait inside of it while it's heating up. Just not doing anything. I need to get the green wire over there, so... Nope. I'm going to have a lot of stuff running around on top of these frames once I get everything set up, so I have to do the green wire underneath the frames. So I'll just pull out a few of them and for the other airlock as well. Gonna need some more heavy cables. There, so we have power going to all the airlocks. I can start wiring them up now. Day 76. 76 days without dying. There we go, now we can control those doors. And at least have a manual airlock in here. And there's the other one. Now I've got this room pretty much sealed up now. I can control the doors and at least I can vent those airlocks so I can get in and out of this room. No problem. Just gotta find a nice central location for the sensors now. I don't know how much it matters, but I might as well. I want a occupancy sensor. No, it doesn't go there. It goes there. There we go. And same thing on the other side, except a gas sensor. Yeah, I'll just hook these up. So then when I gotta go around the light, so... And this is why I use the white wire, it just looks a little bit better if I have to go over top of glass with it. And the last sensor I need up here is a daylight sensor, but it has to be facing upwards so it can detect the daylight. There we go. It doesn't matter what direction the port's facing or whatever, since it's not being used to control solar panels. And I also got to hook all these wires up to something. I will probably be moving that green wire somewhere else. Reorganize this green wire so that it gives me a bit of space to do some set up on top of this frame. Be difficult to get these wires right where I want them. And this thing as well. To put a wrong color pipe in for now. And hook that up to the heat. I think I'm just being paranoid, careful about this part. I also got this canning machine going too. Once I have my corn, I'll want to start making cans of soup. So I think the cans of soup last longer than if you eat the fruits individually. Although I'm not 100% sure about that. I like how when you have the corn in your hand, it activates the corn. It makes the same sound that you do when you activate your mining tool. It's like the corn is a gun or something. And I'm gonna make some can of corn real quick. Always got to be careful that you're putting the right stuff in the packaging machine. So I think if you end up doing something wrong with it, the only option you have is to clear it out and just everything that's inside of it gets wasted. I'm not sure why you can't just take the stuff back out of it, but
Hydration critical.
you can't. Oh, good timing. Hydration critical just as I was drinking water. Now when you look outside, it's much different now. It's like another room on the outside. Try and squeeze in these logic chips somewhere. I could probably put this part in IC10 too, but for whatever reason I've decided to set it up just using these regular logic chips. You only need 2 of them, so it's no big deal. I think I'm just making sure both the doors are closed. And this is a room. It is. Good. It's full of icy cold oxygen. See, I gotta disconnect it from the old system and reconnect it there. And then turn that on. And the room should very slowly heat up. As it heats up, the pressure will go up as well. But I don't think it goes over 100 kilopascals, so it's not a problem. The occupancy sensor. And I can just use quantity if it's more than one. I'm single player anyway, but if it's more than one, it still turns the lights on anyway. And turn them on. There we go. Yeah, it's a little dark in some of the corners, but that's okay. And the room's up to minus 131 Celsius. So it's on its way. And I can lose a little bit of the pressure from that room as well, so I didn't bother with the vents as I was going out. Yet that thing is red, meaning I need some resources. Some ores. So while I'm waiting for that room to heat up, I can potentially go do some mining. Some nuclear batteries going. Forgot something. Oh, the what do you call it? The tracker. For a little bit of a jump there, and time to do some more mining. It's been a while since I've gone mining. Definitely as I'm going in, I want to make sure that I depressurize the airlock, though. Don't want to let the cold gas in. So up to minus 56 in here. We're getting there. Got lots of cobalt, that's good. That's one of the things I was low on. I think I was low on silicon as well. I'm pretty sure I got lots of silicon too. There's my nuclear batteries. There we go, some ores. Also going to build lots of the building materials, the sheets and frames and whatnot, because I'm also going to expand this production area a little bit as well. So I might as well at least get started on that. A little bit of leveling off here. I'll build a little balcony for this this airlock as well. Let's fill in a few gaps as well. So yeah, we're at -4 Celsius now. Getting pretty warm, but still not quite warm enough. can also turn this off as well. I don't need to keep that running at all times. The pressure inside the chamber should be fine. In fact, it's higher than I really want it to be, as long as the temperature stays high. But I have radiators to do that, so I don't need those things turned on. Almost getting through all this reagent mix. Might as well start working more on this out front base expansion. And that's where the airlock will end up being after I move it. Well, I could have saved myself a trip through 2 airlocks and just gone around the base. Oh well. What are we up to? 14 degrees in here? It's getting pretty good. Turn that off now that we have the desired temperature. About 20 degrees.
Hydration critical.
And my power consumed seems to be broken. Try and fix that next time. And phew, I think this is the end of this long episode. Thank you very much for watching. And thanks again to everyone who is liking, commenting, and subscribing. I'll cook up some more potatoes. Check on the corn. Make sure it says thriving, or at least growing moderately well. And thank you very much. Have a nice day.